We have also, Trump back in January, I was looking back, he had told the Wall Street Journal in an interview, Dr. Reiner, that he actually regretted getting the cardiovascular and abdominal CT scan that he did back in October because of speculation that it sparked. And at the time he told the Wall Street Journal in an interview, in retrospect, it's too bad I took it because it gave them a little ammunition. I would have been a lot better off if they didn't, because the fact that I took it and said, oh, gee, said, oh, gee, is something wrong? Well, nothing is wrong. And he seemed to be presenting something of a catch-22 of you want the president to be getting frequent checkups, especially when the fact of the matter is, as you get older, you do face medical issues. People in their late 70s and 80s, they will have medical issues. There is no escaping that. But then saying that every time he does, it sparks some wild speculation. What do you make of it?
Well, first of all, we've never had an adequate explanation of why the president went to Walter Reed in October for off-cycle testing. The president's team hates taking the president to Walter Reed, and they only take the president there when there is testing that they need to do that cannot be accomplished at the White House. The White House has a prodigious capacity to test and treat the president and his team. So you only go to Walter Reed when you need something like a CAT scan or an MRI scan or some other invasive modality. And it's never been adequately explained why they took the president there. His physician later said that he went there for preventative testing, which really makes no sense, because it creates the kind of concern and speculation that occurs when the president, in a almost unannounced way, goes to Walter Reed for unusual testing. So I'd like to hear much more of a fulsome explanation from Dr. Barbabella about what that testing showed. One other thing, I'll be very interested to see what testing they do today, because if they repeat some of the scans that have been done in the last year or so, then that tells us that they are surveilling something, and that's never been disclosed to us.
Very interesting. It's great to see you, Dr. Reiner.